There's something wrong with this picture. Can you tell what it is? The problem is the backdrop is dull and not very interesting. Today, using this light, I'm going to show you a trick to add some color and depth to your YouTube videos or streams that can make the difference between this and this. This is the $60 Godox CL10 light that was designed for content creators and streamers. This isn't a sponsored video, however Godox did send this light over to me for review, so I just want to say a quick thanks to the team at Godox. So in this video, we're going to check out what's in the box, the build quality, the features of the light, and then I'm going to show you some examples of how you can use this light in your videos or streams. As always, the link will be down below if you want to check out the CL10 for yourself. In the box, you'll find the usual paperwork, and then of course the light itself. The light comes with a stand which has a rubber pad on the bottom. Finally, there's a USB-C charging brick, USB-C power cable, and an infrared remote. The CL10 lights are made of predominantly plastic and are not very heavy, which makes them easy to move around the place for different shots. On the back side of the light, you have the one button as well as the USB-C port for power. The back of the light is also where the infrared receiver is located, so you have to keep that in mind when using the remote because it'll only work from behind the light. The remote is fairly basic in terms of functionality, providing control of several preset colors and effects, as well as the ability to control the brightness of the lights. I personally prefer to control the lights using the Godox app, which I find a lot more convenient, which we'll take a look at in just a moment. With the lights mounted to the included stand, you can adjust the angle to suit your needs, such as casting the light up onto a wall. Alternatively, if you spin the stand around to the front, you can adjust the lights so they're throwing light down onto something, if you had them sitting up on a shelf for example. Obviously, you need to adjust the stand accordingly depending on the angle you're using it, or it won't be able to keep its balance. But the cool thing is that if you remove the included stand, these lights can actually fit onto any other light stand that you might have. This is how I plan to use them because it gives me full control over the height and position that I have the lights in, and it means that I'm not reliant on having them sitting on a table or on the floor. The Godox app is available on the iOS and Android App Store, and it unlocks far more precise control over the lights from one convenient location. When you open the app, you can create multiple studios depending on the different setups that you may have. In my case, I'm going to create an office studio and I'm going to add the two CL10 lights to the studio. Once the lights have been added to the studio, you have full control over the individual settings for each light. But there is also the option to create light groups. If lights are added to a group, then you can control the light settings for all the lights in the group simultaneously. Now I want to show you some examples of how you can use these lights to totally change the look of your video, whether on YouTube, Twitch, or even a podcast. To demonstrate, I've set up a scene with a key light off to the side, a subject in the center of the table, and two CL10 lights aimed against the white wall in the back. Once the shot is centered, the subjects are lit from the side and we have a smooth gradient of color in the background from blue to pink. You can imagine that instead of the products, you might have yourself sitting there instead. Because we have control over each individual light, I can change the colors of the CL10s to change the look of the scene. Here I've changed the lights to teal and orange. Or alternatively, if I add the lights to a light group in the app, then I can control the lights at the same time, giving a uniform color to the background. Another way these lights can be used are to actually throw light onto the subject. Here we have the blue light hitting the side of the subject in the middle and the pink light casting onto the background. If you want to get even more creative, you might have different colored light hitting either side of the subject to give a more stylized look. This would be perfect for something like product photography. Here I've jumped in front of the camera just to give you an idea of how this might look with a person as the subject. By now, you should be beginning to see just how many possibilities you can create by adding a little bit of color to your videos through lighting. So if you're a content creator and looking to add a new element to your videos to take them to the next level, definitely check out the Godox CL10 lights. I'll drop the link below if you want to take a look. If you enjoyed this video, please drop me a thumbs up below. And if you didn't, Drop a thumbs down and let me know what I can do better. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you at the next one.